My name is Jason Morgan. I am a 2017 honoree. I teach at Dominguez High School in Compton, and I am a math teacher, and I teach AVID also. I really see my role as being someone who is going to give students an education. I see them as my children. So whatever education I would like to provide for my child, that's what I'm going to give to my students. If that means I need to learn more, go to conferences, work on my own pedagogy, or hone my own craft so that I can be better for them, then I do that. If that means I really need to get to know the student so I can see and best learn how to meet their needs, then I do that. And I really want to try to help the student navigate their own path to what is their purpose in life, what is their grand calling, and help them find that, because a lot of them don't know how to get there. And you're playing one part in their journey, and you want to make that the best role that you can for that child in their life to help them become whatever they're meant to be. Like I tell my students sometimes, you may be distracted now, but your purpose may be to save my life one day when I'm sick from cancer. And I want to do my best as your teacher to help prepare you to grow and be your best so that you can really fulfill that calling. Because if you don't, the world is going to miss out on what you have to offer. And as an educator, I want to help bring that out in the student. That question is very dangerous. Like one of the most dangerous questions you can ask yourself is, can I be better? Because you can say no, in which case you're not going to grow because you've already arrived. Or you can say yes and do absolutely nothing about it, and so now you're stuck in apathy. Or you can say yes and try to do something about it and become very obsessed like me. Like if you're a perfectionist and you ask yourself, can you be better? That's like a lifelong journey. And when I first started as a teacher, I would say I reformed my practice every year, and then it became every semester, every month. Now it's like 2 or 3 times a week, because the students are giving you something new and different, and the more I learn and the more I grow, I'm like, oh, I want to try this, I want to try this. Man, we need to rethink this whole entire education thing. What are we doing? And so then you try to constantly reinvent yourself. And now it's on a weekly basis. I'm very transparent with my students. I ask them, I've included surveys at the end of my assessments. How did you like this lesson? What do you think I could be doing better? And then I share that with the students, and I say, all right, we're going to try this. I ask my students, if you had to reinvent a math classroom, what would it be? And we post those up on the classroom windows and walls, and we just try these things out. And I let them know, like, hey, we're going to try out what you guys said, and let's see how it works, and then learn from that and see how we can improve. But it's scary because it's very easy to just have your lessons for the year and just do the same thing year after year after year. So I understand why teachers can get into a rut, because it takes a lot of courage to be able to step out and say, you know what, I'm willing to grow, I'm willing to try something new. But you got to get bored. You can't stay in the same routine. You have to move forward. Times are going to change. You need to see the change as beautiful. I call it beautiful constraints. So sometimes if you get moved to a classroom that you don't really like, it forces you to reimagine, how am I going to utilize this space? If I get stuck with a program that I didn't think that I was going to have to teach, I have to trust in God's plan that I was meant to do that for a reason. How am I going to make the most of this? And now as a new father, I've had to really learn how to be more efficient with my time. And so that constraint has just forced me to be much more creative. So just reforming yourself, reinventing is fun, it's scary, but you got to do it if you're going to, one, make the most out of your profession and make the most of the education that you provide for your students.